Hello friends, good morning. This is your Abhilash Sir, Mathematics faculty for EAPCET, KCET and also JEE. So today we will be starting with a new chapter, that is sequence and series. In the previous class we completed straight lines, that is for JEE mains. So today in this session we will be starting with sequence and series. But before that I would like to inform you about our courses that is being offered in our institute. So first one is NEET long term course. Okay, first is NEET long term course. This is our trademark course because we are very good at this course. Okay, because we have been providing consistently very good results when it comes to NEET long term and also in regular batches. So what are the specialties of this course? So for each of the chapters, for each of the subject you can take, be it botany, be it zoology, be it physics and be it chemistry, we are having highly experienced and also highly equipped faculties dealing with specific specialized topics. Okay, if you want organic separate you have, inorganic separate faculty we have, and physical chemistry also separate we have. Even in botany we are having 2 faculties, even in zoology we are having 2 faculties, and icing on the cake is our founder who is AIR2 in life sciences will be teaching biology. Okay, some important topics in biology. That is the specialty when it comes to NEET long term course, and same thing applies for AP EAPCET and TG EAPCET when it comes to BIPC stream. When it comes to BIPC stream, same faculties will be teaching and they will be teaching the concepts in very depth pertaining to the standards of the examination. Okay, even in the exam that was recently concluded on May 4th, our students have done well because they were very well equipped to solve any type of questions. Of course, physics paper was tough, but they were able to attend all other questions, and physics also whatever questions which were easy to moderate they were able to do well, satisfactorily do well. Okay, this is about NEET long term. Same thing applies for AP EAPCET, even for BIPC, and here we are also providing MPC, where physics and chemistry will be the same faculties who will be teaching for BIPC also, and when it comes to mathematics myself will be teaching. Okay, this is about AP EAPCET. Next coming to TG EAPCET, similar to AP EAPCET only, but we will be solving the previous year questions of both AP and TS, so that you will be comprehensively able to cover the concepts in a very depth way. This is for both BIPC and MPC, that is for engineering stream also and also agriculture and pharmacy stream. Next, very good and very important course that we are providing is the foundation course. The foundation course, whatever the course I told just now, can be utilized well by the students when their foundation is very strong. Okay, when the foundation is very strong, that's why we are also providing foundation course from 6th to 10th standard. We will be providing subject wise tuitions for science, that is physics, chemistry, biology, and also for mathematics. Okay, even language classes are also being dealt, but not just the tuitions for those subjects, but we are also providing the foundation classes that will help them solve the MCQs that is required for NEET and JEE and other competitive exams. So students will be taught how to deal with MCQs and attend more number of tests and how to deal with the tests. All these things will be taught from the school level itself by our experienced faculty, and we have a separate team for foundation also for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 10th some of the topics will be dealt by our NEET and JEE faculties as well. Okay, so that they will be able to relate the concepts of school level to the concept that is being taught at the, that is required at the level of JEE and NEET. So this will be the way to go about it. Okay, you will not only learn the knowledge, you will also learn the application of knowledge that is very much required for exams like NEET, CUET and JEE. This is about it for foundation. Next, my favorite, that is course, that is JEE long term or JEE course, where we have specialized faculty for JEE for physics, chemistry and mathematics, where mathematics I will be dealing with it, as you know. Okay, so this will be starting from 20th May and second batch will be starting from 1st June, and people who are not locals, that is they are not day scholars, we are also providing hostel facilities as well. So please enroll soon and get your seat. Okay, and please start your preparation soon and get an edge over others by starting the preparation soon, and don't waste time, because it's high time you start preparing well and prepare early and cover the syllabus early, so that you will have ample time to revise and also give lot of tests, so that you can end exam. I mean, you can give the exam with lot of confidence, so that you can give the exam with lot of confidence. That's it about the courses. So let us start with our today's session. That is, we'll be starting with sequence and series. This about the courses, trademark courses that we are providing, and also we are providing, I just forgot one thing, CUET, that is Common University Entrance Test. You can attend that as well, even that course we are providing. Okay, now sequence and series. Now when you talk about sequence and series, it's a very important chapter. Okay, it's a very important chapter. Every year in JEE mains, in each session we are getting at least 2 questions. We are writing at least 2 questions in JEE Mains. Okay, we are getting at least 2 questions in JEE Mains. Okay, what are the type of questions that they are coming? Okay, what are the type of questions that they are coming? But before that, I'd like to tell you something. Some topics are deleted, some concepts are deleted when it comes to JEE Mains sequence and series. Okay, as per the recent syllabus. What are the topics that are deleted? That is arithmetic geometric sequence, then is method of difference. Okay, then is what is that? Summation of series. These are the topics that are deleted. Summation of series, these are the topics that are deleted, but still method of difference and summation of series, I'll teach you the basics so that it will be useful in other chapters. Okay, that's why we will be learning this as well, but these are deleted. But when you talk about high yield topics are the topics where we will be getting questions consistently. Is you can take arithmetic geometric progression mixed questions, and next you will be asked questions based on relation between arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and also harmonic mean. Also, you must understand that harmonic progression is not exclusively mentioned in the syllabus, but they will ask indirectly harmonic progression. That's why it's very important to learn harmonic progression also and also harmonic mean also. Okay, let us get started. Okay, this is the introduction that was required for sequence and series. So let us start. What do you mean by sequence? Okay, a sequence can be divided into 2 types. There are finite sequence and also infinite sequence. When you talk about finite sequence, the word finite itself is, it is limited. That is, it is having a finite number of terms. That is, sequence containing finite number of terms is called finite sequence. Suppose you see 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 up to n terms. That is, n is the limit. Okay, up to n terms, that is why it is called finite sequence. Suppose same sequence, if the sequence has infinite number of terms, instead of finite, infinite number of terms is called infinite sequence. That is 5, 10, 15 up to infinity. That is where we cannot count, that is up to infinity. Okay, where we take it up to infinity, that is called infinite sequence. Okay, this is about sequence. The word itself is what is sequence, what is finite, what is infinite. Now let us talk about series. So I told you while writing sequence I used to write comma. Okay, when we write finite series, instead of writing comma, we will write it as plus. We write it as plus up to n terms. This is called finite series, and when I write it as plus here, it will become series. But if I write it up to infinite terms, that is up to infinite number of terms, that is infinity, it is called infinite series. That's it, friends. That is the difference between finite series and infinite series. I hope it is clear, and we also learned what is sequence, what is finite sequence and infinite sequence. Next. Okay, now I told you we have to learn about arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. So let us start with arithmetic progression. When we talk about arithmetic progression, these basics you have already learnt in at your school level only. What do you mean by AP? That is general form is A plus D, A plus 2D up to n terms. Okay, common difference is given by D, that is nothing but the next term minus the current term. That is the next term minus the difference between the next term and the current term, that is Tn minus 1 gives us the common difference, and the n term is given by A plus n minus 1 into D, and these are all already you know, we have learned at the school level, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D, where n belongs to natural numbers. Suppose you don't know the common difference, that time Sn is equal to n by 2 into T1 plus Tn, that is A plus L, that is T1 is first term, Tn is nothing but last term. Okay, this also you can write it. Okay, this is about the basics of AP. Next, very important, you have to see here, nth odd number is given by 2n minus 1. Alert, it is not 2n plus 1, it is not 2n plus 1, it is not 2n plus 1. Nth odd number is given by 2n minus 1. It is what? 2n minus 1. Next, coming to nth even number, it's easy, it is given by 2n. Nth even number is given by 2n. Okay, sum of the first and odd numbers is n square. Sum of the first and odd numbers is n square. Why I have given? Because directly we can use it in some questions. Okay, sum of the first and odd numbers is n square. Nth odd number is given as what? 2n minus 1. Nth even number is given as what? 2n. There it is 2n minus 1, not plus 1. Sum of n odd numbers is given by n square. These are the basics that is required for AP. So whenever we talk about AP, you have to remember there are two things. AP means A and D. You have to first that should come to your mind is AP means A and D. That is first term and the common difference. AP means what? AP means A and D. That is first term and the common difference. You should know this. AP means AP बोलो तो A and D, that's it. So they have given a question. Let us solve some questions based on AP. So they are telling if the 19 term of a non-zero AP is 0, okay, then its 49 term is to 29 term is what? 19 term. How do you write 19 term? Suppose I want to write first term A1, I will write it as A. A2 I will write it as what? A2 is nothing but A plus D, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. So similarly, if I have to write A10, I will write it as A plus 9D. Correct? No. So similarly, if I have to write 19 term n minus 1, right? So this will become what? 19 term A19 is nothing but equal to A plus 18D. A plus 18D. They are asking what? The ratio of 49 term to 29 term. Ratio of 49 term to, that is A49 by A29. Okay, A49 by A29. This is nothing but what? A plus 48D. This is nothing but A plus 28D. So how to solve this? So they have given A19. Okay, that is nothing but equal to A plus 18D we got. We have to do some manipulation here and substitute it here so that we get the answer. So what can I do here? So see here friends, I can write it this as what? This is equal to what? This is equal to 0 they are telling. This 19 term is equal to 0 they are telling. So this becomes A is equal to minus 18D because they themselves have given. So friends, see, they themselves have given if the 19 term of the non-zero AP is 0. Okay, they have given it as equal to 0. So I should equate it to 0. So A is equal to minus 18D. If I put A, wherever A is there, if I put minus 18D, let us see what I will get. So this will become what? Minus 18D plus 48D. This will be minus 18D plus 28D. Okay. So what I will get here? So this will be minus 18 plus 48 is 30D. Minus 18 plus 28D is nothing but 10D. So dd cancels, 0 0 cancels, the answer is 3 by 1, that is nothing but 3 is to 1. That is nothing but 3 is to 1, that is option C. 3 is to 1. That is option C, 3 is to 1 is the correct answer. Okay, got it. So we first found out A19 is nothing but equal to A plus 18D, that we equated to 0. We got A is equal to minus 18D, then we substituted in the given equation which we have to find. Then we got the ratio of A49 to A28 term as what? 3 is to 1. That's it. Okay, is it clear friends? Okay, let's move to the next one. So they are telling which term of the sequence minus 3, minus 7, minus 11, minus 15 is minus 403. Also find which term if any, they are telling if any of the given sequence is minus 500. If any, they are telling, be careful. So first let us look at the first part of the question. Which term of the sequence is minus 403, they are telling. So we have to find what is the value of n here. Which term means n. Okay, we have to find n. Which term in the ask, we have to find n is equal to what? So first what is given in the AP? A is equal to minus 3, D is nothing but what? Minus 7, minus of minus 3 is plus 4, minus of minus 7 is minus 7 plus 3, that is nothing but equal to minus 4. D we got it as minus 4. So n is equal to what? We have to find out. So here an is given as what? An is given as 403. Let us take an as minus 403. So minus 403 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D minus 3 plus n minus 1 into D. D is nothing but equal to minus 4. So this will become what? Minus 403. This will become minus 400 if I send minus 3 this side. This will become minus 4n plus 4. Minus 4n plus 4. So if I send this side, minus 404 is equal to minus 4n. So n will be equal to what? Minus 404 by minus 4. This will be equal to 101. We got n is equal to 101. So if n is equal to 101, okay, which term of the sequence is minus 403? It is 101 term. Okay, 101 term will be equal to minus 403. Also, that is what we got it. First part of the question is solved. Now they are asking also find which term of if any of the given sequence is minus 500. So minus 500 means here we have to take minus 500. Here we took minus 403. Same thing, we have to take minus 500 and solve the question and look for what is the value of n. So let us do it. Second part, minus 500 is equal to minus 3 plus n minus 1 into D. D is nothing but equal to, here also it is minus 4. So minus 500 and this side if it comes, it will become minus 497 n minus 1 into minus 4. So minus 497 is equal to minus 4n plus 4. Minus 4n plus 4. If 4 comes this side, this will become minus 501 divided by minus 4 is equal to n. So 501, if you divide by 4, definitely you will not get a natural number. I told you n belongs to natural number because the number of terms cannot be a fraction or a decimal. Number of terms should always be a natural number. So here n does not belong to natural number, n does not belong to natural numbers, therefore no such term exists, no such term exists, no such term exists, no such term exists is the answer. So for first one we got n is equal to 101, here we will not get the value of n in terms of natural numbers, so therefore no such term exists in such an AP. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let us move to the next one. Okay, they are telling if A1, A2, A3 are in AP such that A1 plus A7 plus A16 is 40, okay, then the sum of the first 15 terms of this AP, sum of the first 15 terms of this AP. So they are telling A1 plus A7 plus A16 is 40, okay, A1 let it be A itself, A7 is A plus 6D, A16 is A plus 15D is equal to 40, okay, alright. So A plus A 3A, 3A plus 21D is equal to 40. That would be like this, okay, 3A plus 21D is equal to 40. They are asking sum of the first 15 terms of the AP, sum of the first 15 terms of this AP. So I should write it as what? S15 is equal to 15 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. N minus 1 is n is nothing but 15, 15 minus 1 is 14, 14D. Okay. Now S15 is equal to, if I take 2 common, this will become 15 by 2 into A plus 7D, I will get it. This 2 and this 2 I can cancel. Now I have 15 into A plus 7D. So I am having here A plus 7D, here I am having 3A plus 21D is equal to 40. Now 3A plus 21D is equal to 40. This I can do what? I can take something common, I can take 3 common. This is my star step. This is my star step. I'll write it as what? This I'll write it as 3A, if I take it as common, 3 into A plus 7D is equal to 40. So A plus 7D is equal to 40 by 3, I'll get it. So I got A plus 7D is equal to 40 by 3, this is nothing but same as this. So A plus 7D is equal to 40 by 3, I'll put the value. Okay, A plus 7D is equal to 40 by 3, I'll get it. So 15 into A plus 7D is 40 by 3, 40 by 3. So this will 3 1s are 3 5s are 5 into 40 is 200. Okay, S15 we got it as what? 200. Okay, S15 we will get it as what? 200. That is option A. This is JEE Main 2019 question, very simple question, very simple question. Okay, I hope this is clear. Just on the concepts of AP, just on the basics of AP, we are able to solve. I told you have to focus on, when we say AP, you have to focus on A and D, that is first term and the common difference. Let's look at this. So they are telling the sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions are in the ratio 7n plus 1 is to 4n plus 27. Find the ratio of their 11th term. Find the ratio of their 11th term. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progression. They are talking about two arithmetic progression. So let me take it. So first AP1, AP2. Let this be A1, first term be A1, common difference be D1. Let this first term be A2, common difference be D2, common difference be D2. So they are telling sum of first n terms of the two arithmetic progressions are in the ratio first n terms. So first n terms Sn1 by first n terms Sn1 by Sn2. The sum of first n terms of arithmetic progression are in the ratio. They are talking about ratio. Sn2 is equal to what? 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. So here n is same. Here n is same. Okay. Number of terms is same. Sn1 by Sn2 is equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 2. What is Sn1? It is nothing but n by 2 into 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1 divided by, what is this one? N by 2 into 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2. Okay, this is equal to what? This is equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27 by 4n plus 27. This is what we have. They are asking the ratio of their 11 terms. They are asking the ratio of their 11 terms. Okay, they are asking the ratio of their 11 terms. So 11 terms means what? It is nothing but, let us see here. 11 term means, let this be A11, let this be A1. Okay, let this first step be A11, this will be B11. Okay, let this be B11. Okay, let me take this. A11 is nothing but what? A plus 10D. This is nothing but what? B plus, this will be B plus 10D. Okay, B plus 10D. Now see here, if I divide by 2 this entire thing, this if I divide by 2, this will become what? This if I divide by 2, this will become what? This 2 will cancel, and here what will happen? See here, if I divide by 2, if it is divided this entire thing by 2, this will become a plus a1 plus n minus 1 a plus a1 plus n minus 1 d1 by 2. Okay, n I can cancel. This will become a2 plus, if I am dividing by 2, if I am dividing this entire thing by 2, if I am dividing by the entire thing by 2, a2 plus n minus 1 2 by into d2. This is what I get. This is what I get. Now understand one thing, a1 plus n minus 1 into d1 is nothing but equal to what? N minus 1 here is nothing but equal to what? N minus 1 by 2 is nothing but equal to 10. Okay, here n minus 1 is nothing, n minus 1 by 2 is nothing but equal to 10. See here, n minus 1 by 2 is nothing but equal to 10. So if I take it, n minus 1 by 2, this n minus 1 by 2 will be equal to 10. So if I take it, what I will get? N minus 1 by 2 is nothing but equal to 10. So n I will get it as what? N minus 1 will be equal to 20. So n will be equal to 21. Okay, so n will be equal to 21. So I got n is equal to what? 21. So I got n is equal to 21. So what will happen? This ratio will be equal to what? That is a11 by b11 will be equal to what? Will be equal to the same thing, 7n plus 1 divided by 4n plus 27. Here n will be equal to what? N will be equal to what I got? 21. So I should put n is equal to 21 here. So this will become what? 7 into 21 plus 1 by 4 into 21 plus 27. So I will get it as what? 148 plus 147 plus 1, 148. This will be 148 is to 111. 148 is to 111. So okay, this is the answer. So first what I did, I took two APs, A1, D1 being their common difference in first term, respectively A2, D2 being their first term and common difference. So I took SN1, SN2, I wrote this, SN1 I wrote the formula, SN2 I wrote the formula, I cancelled this, then I divided the entire thing by 2. If I divided the entire thing by 2, I got it this one. So n minus 1 by 2 or this n minus 1 by 2 will be equal to what? Will be equal to 10, because here the number of times n minus 1 by 2 will be equal to 10 here. N minus 1 by 2 will be equal to 10. If I equate it, I will get n is equal to 21. So this ratio will be equal to the same ratio, because I made it equal to 10. Because n minus 1 by 2, this I made it equal to 10. So this ratio will be equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 7. Okay, 4n plus 27. I made it equal. So A11 by B11, that is first AP by second AP in terms of the 11 terms will be equal to this one. But n value I should take it as n is equal to 21. If I put the value, I will get it as 148 is to 111. Okay, got it? Okay, little calculative, but it's simple only. Okay, you should be careful while taking two APs. Here they are talking about two APs, friends. Got it? Next question. So this question is involving logarithms. So you should have basic knowledge about logarithms. Okay, some prerequisites before starting 11th, class 11th or class 12th. That class we will be doing it. Okay, in the foundation. Anyways, we will bring it in YouTube also. Don't worry. You can watch that if you have lacking of basics of logarithm or something like that. So let us see, they have given log 2 by 3, log 2 to the base 3, log 2 to the power of x minus 5 to the base 3, log 2 to the power of x minus 7 by 2 to the base 3 are in AP, then the value of x is equal to. Okay. So first one thing you must understand, the property of AC. Suppose ABC are in AP. Okay, ABC are in AP, you must have studied in class 10th as well. The condition for AP says that if ABC are 3 terms that are in AP, then 2B is equal to A plus C. Then 2B is equal to A plus C. Here A is, this is mains 2021 question. Here A is nothing but equal to what? Log 2 to the base 3. Okay, this is log 2 to the power of x minus 5 to the base 3. This is B. This C is nothing but equal to what? C is nothing but equal to log 2 to the power of x minus 7 by 2 to the base 3, okay, to the base 3. This is what we have. Now if I put this here, this 2b is equal to a plus c. 2b is nothing but what? 2b is nothing but 2 into log of 2 to the power of x minus 5 to the base 3. This is equal to what? A plus c. A is nothing but log 2 to the base 3. Log 2 to the base 3. And this c is nothing but what? Log 2 to the power of x minus 7 by 2 to the base 3. If you know the properties of logarithm, what I can do is this 2 I can shift it here. That means I can make this power of this. So this will become what? Log 2x minus 5 to the base 3. This will become square. This log a log b I can write it as what? Log of a plus b. Log a log b I can write it as log of a plus b. Okay. Log a log b I can write it as what? Sorry, this is log a plus log b. So this is log a plus log b. So log a plus log b I can write it as what? Log of ab. Here it should come plus. Okay, log a plus log b is nothing but equal to what? Log of ab. Okay, log of a plus b is not equal to log of ab. Log of a plus log of b, that is log of a plus log of b is equal to log of ab. So this will become what? Log of 2 into 2 to the power of x minus 7 by 2 to the base 3. So, this logarithm is equal to this logarithm. So, I can remove the logs, I can equate the values. So, this will become what? This will become equal to 2x minus 5 to the power of 2 is equal to 2 into 2x minus 7 by 2 minus 7 by 2. This is what we have. So, this is what we have. Okay. Now, how to solve this? Now, how to solve this? So, let me take 2x is equal to t for my convenience. So, this will become what? T minus 5 whole square is equal to 2 into t minus 7 by 2. So, this will become what? T minus 5 will be t square plus 25 minus 10t is equal to 2t minus 7, 2t minus 7. So, I will get what? I will get a quadratic equation t square, okay, this is 10t, this is minus 12t, okay, this will be plus 32 is equal to 0. We will get the factors as t is equal to 4 and t is equal to 8. We will get t is equal to 4 and t is equal to 8. Now, look at this. Now, t is equal to 4, t is equal to 8. Let me continue here. I got t is equal to 4, t is equal to 8. That is 2 power, t is nothing but equal to 2 power x. 2 power x is equal to 4. So, that means what? 4 can be written as what? 2x 2 to the power of 2. So, x will be equal to 2. Now, t is equal to another value I got is t is equal to 2 power x is equal to 8. So, this can be written as 2 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 3. So, x is equal to 3. So, x is equal to 3 we got. So, we got x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Which one should we take? So, see here friends, we have 2 to the power of x minus 5 here. If I take 2 to the power of x is equal to 4, if I take this as 4, 4 minus 5 will become minus 1. Logarithm is defined for the values greater than 0. So, I cannot take this value. I cannot take this value because if I take 4, this will become minus 1. So, I cannot take x is equal to 2. But if I take x is equal to 3, 2 to the power of 3, 8 minus 5, that will be equal to 3. So, this will be a value greater than 0. So, I can take this value. So, the value of x is equal to 3. The value of x is equal to 3. This is the answer to this question, friends. This is the answer to this question. Okay. I hope it is clear. So, for my convenience, for the purpose of solving it easily, we take 2 to the power of x is equal to t, and then you should be very careful. X is not equal to 2. If you take x is equal to 2, you will get 4. So, 4 minus 5, you will get it as minus. The logarithm is not defined for minus values. You have to take logarithm is defined for greater than 0. So, that is why we have to take 2 to the power of x is equal to 8, that is x is equal to 3. That is the value you have to consider. Okay, right. Look at this question. They have given, let Sn denote the sum of the first n terms of an AP. Okay, S10 is equal to 530, S5 is equal to 140. They are asking S10 minus S20 minus S6 is equal to what? Okay, let us write down. S10 is equal to nothing but 5 by 2, 10 by 2 into 2a. We don't know a, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into d is n is nothing but 10. 10 minus 1 is 9d. This is equal to what? This is equal to 530. Okay, what about S5? S5 is equal to 5 by 2 into 2a plus 4d, that is equal to 140. This is what we have. Now, we have to find S20 minus S6. S20 minus S6. S20 minus S6. S20 is nothing but what? 20 by 2 into 2a plus 19d minus 6 by 2 into 2a plus 5d. This is what we have to find out. So, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. On solving this, you have to solve this by yourself. On solving this, you will get a is equal to 8 and d is equal to 10. You will get a is equal to 8 and d is equal to 10. Very easy, very simple. These are two equations, linear equations you will get. You solve this, you will get a is equal to 8 and d is equal to 10 and put the values here. So, this will become what? You have to solve this by yourself. Don't expect spoon feeding. Such simple things you have to solve it. Where it is very conceptual or where it is very tricky to solve questions, those questions I will solve it completely by myself. These things you have to solve it by yourself, friends. Okay. So, this will become what? 10 into 2a is what? 2a is nothing but 16 plus 19d. 19d is nothing but 10. So, this will become 190 minus. This is 3 into 2 into a is nothing but 16. Okay. 5 into 10 is 50. So, this will become what, friends? 16 plus, this will be 190 plus 16 is 206. 206 into 10 is 2060 minus 16 plus 50 is 66. 66 into 3. 16 into 3 is 180. 180 into 16 into 3 is 180. Okay. 6 into 3, 16 into 3 is 180. Okay. 6 into 3 is 18. So, 180 plus 18 is 198. So, this will become what? 2060 minus 200. 2060 minus 600 is minus 198 is what? 2060 minus 198 is what? 2060 minus 198. 2060 minus 198. This is 10 minus 2 is 8 is 2. Okay. 15 minus 9 is 6. Where we are getting 62? That is 1862. That is option A. 1862 is the answer. Okay. JEE Main 2021 question. Very simple question. This one is calculative. This is okay. That is linear equation. You can calculate very easily by elimination method. Okay. We got the answer as 1862. Okay. We got the answer as 1862, friends. Okay. I hope it is clear. Fine. Let us move to the next question. Also, please don't forget about the courses which I told you. Okay, you can enroll for the courses. First batch is starting from 20th May, that is 20 May, and second batch is starting from June 1st. Don't delay, kindly join and get enrolled and start your preparation. Okay. Okay, look at this question. They are telling, let A1 is equal to 8, A1, A2, AN, BN, AP. If the sum of its first 4 terms is 50 and the sum of its last 4 terms is 170, then the product of its middle 2 terms is what? Sum of its first 4 terms. Sum of its first 4 terms is 50. That is S4 is given as 50. That is sum of its first 4 terms. S4 I can write it as what? 4 by 2. I can write it as 4 by 2 into 2a. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N minus 1 is 4 minus 1, that is 3d. Is equal to what? 3d is equal to 50. This will be 2 into, this is 2a is what? 8, a1 is 8. So, this will be 2a1, that is actually. So, 2 into a is 16 plus 3d is equal to 50. I will get it. Okay, 16 plus 3d is equal to 50. So, 16 plus 3d is equal to, if I divide by 2, 50 will become 25. So, 3d is equal to what? 3d is equal to 9. So, d is equal to what? D is equal to 3. I will get d is equal to 3. I got d is equal to 3. Now, they are telling the sum of its last 4 terms, the sum of its last 4 terms. So, last 4 terms, suppose this is the last term, this previous term will be last 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is last term, this will be L minus d, this will be L minus 2d, this will be L minus 3d. Okay. The sum, their sum is equal to what? Their sum is equal to 170, they are telling. Their sum is equal to 170. This is nothing but what? L plus L plus L, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4L minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4L minus 60 is equal to 170. So, 4L minus 6D, D is nothing but 3. Okay. 6 is the 18 is equal to 170. So, 4L is equal to 170 plus 18 is how much? 188. Okay. L is equal to how much? 188 by 4. So, this is 4 4s are 16, 4 7s are 28. So, L is equal to 47. So, we got the last term as what? Last term as 47. So, we got D is equal to 3, A we have, and last term also 47. So, here we have A, we have the value of A, we have D, and we also have AN, that is last term. So, we have to find the value of N. So, to find the value of N, let us use the formula, that is LR is equal to AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D, that is nothing but what? A is nothing but what? 8 plus N minus 1, N minus 1 into D is nothing but what? D is nothing but 3. Okay, AN is nothing but what? 47 plus 8 into N minus 1 into 3. So, this will become what? This will become, if I send this side, this will become 39 by 3 is equal to N minus 1. So, N will be equal to 14, N will be equal to 14. So, middle two terms will be what? Middle two terms will be middle two terms. So, they are asking the product of its middle two terms. Middle two terms will be what? Middle two terms will be 7th and 8th. Middle two terms will be 7th and 8th. Okay. So, product of its middle two terms. Product of this middle two terms means 7th term is what? 7th term is A plus 6D and 8th term is what? A plus 7D. This is equal to what? A plus 60. A plus 60 is nothing but what? 8 plus 6 into D. 6 is the 18. 8 plus 6 3 is the 18 into 8 plus 7 3 is the 21. So, we will get it as what? 18 plus 8 is 26. Okay, 26 plus 21 plus 8 is 29. Okay, this is not plus, this should be product here. 26 into 29. So, 26 into 29. Okay, 26 into 29. Okay. So, how to calculate 26 into 29? Let me take it as for my calculation, let me take it as 26 into 30. Okay. So, this will be 0, 3 6 is 18. Okay, 3 6 is 18, 3 2 is 6, 780. So, I want not 30, I want 29. So, here I have taken 20, 30. So, one value I have to reduce, that is one value of 26 I have to reduce. 780 minus 26 is how much? 780 minus 20 is 760, minus 26 is 754, 754. Okay. So, 780 minus 26 will get is as 10 minus 6 is 4, 8 minus 2 is 10 minus, this will be 7 minus 2 5, this will be 754. So, the answer to this question is 754. 754 is the answer. This is how you do the fast calculation. Okay. We will be doing speed maths series. Okay. Shortly we can follow in the YouTubes. Okay. It will be useful for you even for foundation students, JEE mains, and even for NEET students. That speed maths series will be helpful, very helpful for you. Okay. It will save at least 10 to 15 seconds, which will help you to solve 2 or 3 more questions, which will help you to solve 2 or 3 more questions, friends. Now, very important concepts, n term from the end. N term from the end, for be it for AP, GP or HP, it is the same thing. Okay. N term from the end. If T1, T2, T3 are the given sequence, then n term from the end is given by n minus n plus 1 term. N means nothing but number of terms. Here small n represents number of terms. Here small m represents number of terms. This n term means n term from the end. From the end. Okay. N term from the end. This n is equal to n minus n plus 1 term from the start. It will give us n term from the end if you want, means you will get it as n minus n plus 1 term from the start, you will get it. N term from the end if you want it, if you use this formula, you will get this term from the start, you will get it, and that term if you find it, it will be equal to the n term from the end. Same thing. That is n term from the end. So, let us see the question, you will understand. Find the 28th term from the end of the AP. So, the formula is what? N minus n plus 1 term, n minus n plus 1 term, correct? No, n minus n plus 1 term. So, here I want number of terms. To find the number of terms, I have a is equal to 6, d is equal to 3. So, the number of terms is what? So, the last term is also given 102. So, 102 is equal to 6 plus n minus 1 into 3. So, this will be 96. 96 by 3 is equal to n minus 1. 96 by 3 is nothing but what? 32. The 3 3 is a 3 2 is a n minus 1. So, n is equal to 33, we will get it. So, the number of terms is equal to 33, we get it. So, I will put it here. So, this is nothing but equal to what? 33 minus n, this n, the n value is nothing but 28 minus 28 plus 1, minus 28 plus 1. So, 33 minus 28 is 5, 5 plus 1, this minus is only for n, plus 1. So, the number of, this is 6th term, that is T6 we have to find out. So, T6th, what is T6? That is 6th term, that is a plus 5d, a plus 5d, a is nothing but 6 plus 5 into d is nothing but 3, that is 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 6 21. So, the answer is 21st. Okay. The 28th term from the end is nothing but 21st. This is the answer to this question. You will get from the beginning that value you have to find out, that is n term from the end is n minus n plus 1 term from the beginning. That beginning term if you find it, it is nothing but equal to the n term from the end, n term from the end. This term which you get it from the beginning will be equal to the n term from the end. That is it. Okay, clear friends? This is how you solve this question. Now, some important points. So, these things, when it comes to these important points, you have to be very careful. So, Tn is equal to Sn minus 1. So, that is n term is equal to difference between Sn, sum of the terms minus sum of the previous terms. So, that is, suppose I say this is Sn. Okay. Here I am having something called Sn minus 1, Sn minus 1, Sn minus 1. So, the gap, the difference, this is nothing but equal to Tn. This is nothing but equal to Tn, that is what they are telling, that is the last term. So, the sum of the last term up till n terms minus Sn minus 1 will give you the last term, that is what they are telling, that is the meaning of this. Sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is sum. Okay. Sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is same. What do you mean by that? Sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and end is the same. So, that is sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is the same. So, first term and first term from the end, if you add it, it will be equal. Okay. And second term and second term from the last, if you add it, it will be equal. Third term and the third term from the end, if you add it, it will be equal. Fourth term and the fourth term from the end, if you add it, it will be equal. So, see here friends. So, this one 2 plus 65, you will get it as 2 plus 65, you will get it as what? 2 plus 65 will be equal to 5 plus 62 and will be equal to 8 plus 57. 2 plus 65 will be equal to what? 67. 5 plus 62 will be equal to what? 67. 8 plus 59 will be equal to what? 67. That is the meaning of this. If A1, A2, A3 are in AP, then A plus or minus K, 8 plus or minus K are in AP. That is if some given number of terms are in AP, if you add some constant to it, some constant value like 3, 3, 3, 3, 8, then the terms which you get again, they will also be in AP. If you add, you will get in AP. Even if you subtract, then also you will get in AP. Then another thing is, if you multiply the constant, suppose 3 is a constant, if you multiply the given AP is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you multiply 3 throughout, 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, the numbers which you get, the resultant numbers, they will also be in AP. This is a very important concept you should know. Okay. If you add or subtract, then also they will be in AP. If you multiply, then also they will be in AP. But understand one thing, if you divide, they will not be in AP. Just check out about it. If you divide, will it be in AP? You please check out about it. Okay. So these are the important concepts, important points when it comes to arithmetic progression. In the next session, we will be starting with GP. In the next session, before that, we will learn selection of terms in AP, and then after that, we will be studying about what? We will be studying about geometric progression. Today's session, we learned the importance of sequence and series, that will be getting at least 2 questions, and I also told you the certain topics that are deleted from your syllabus, that is arithmetic geometric sequence, and also method of difference, and also summation of series is deleted, and harmonic progression is not in the syllabus, but still we have to learn because they will ask indirectly, and it will be useful in other chapters as well. And important concept that you have to learn is arithmetic geometric progression, mixed questions, and also you have to learn what are those things that you have to learn, the relation between arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. The question based on this, that will be very important, I told you. And we started with AP, and we solved some questions on AP, and we also learned n term from the AP, how to find n minus n plus 1 term. Okay. And we learned some important points regarding AP. Okay. So for more such videos, please stay tuned to NEET World, and please subscribe, share, and like the videos. Okay. And please go through the courses which I told you. It will be very useful for you. Okay. Thank you. Take care.